Actually, never mind. I was gonna say that this one sounds like whatever. I was gonna say that a mod shouldn't belong in Loot, but Black Mesa. Once again, more doing stuff with your mind. Because I'm just playing games with your mind, so if you think walk forward, it'll walk forward. No, thank you. So this is App All Night, which is where it shows off cool apps and mobile games and stuff like that. It's a sort of spin off one called Up All Night, which I don't know what it is. I assume it's websites, but actually that's what Dawn was, so I don't know. But yeah, the X started like this and other similar things. Did I talk about anything there? I don't think I did. But that's where I was introduced to Earn to Die, which you've probably played. Yeah. There are a bunch of great mobile games that I was introduced to through it. Like, I really hate mobile games, but there's one that I just absolutely love called Monument Valley. This play it. It's fantastic. It is a DLC and a sequel. I will say this is WTFs. I can't really describe it because I don't remember. So as I said, here's why I don't like Mr. Beast. So let's hit most popular and go back a bit. Right. Anything you can fit in the circle, I'll pay for. Good. I mean, as far as I know, it's just his mates that he does it for, but I could be wrong, and I refuse to watch the video to find out. But yes, that's a good thing. Fine. No problem with it. But let's go to most recent videos. Where is the good stuff? Where's him doing good deeds? Most dangerous escape room. That's not a good deed. Playing hide and seek that somehow costs $1 million. Not a good deed. Right, Team C's 4 months ago. Good deed. There you go. Another good thing, I guess. But most of them do not contain good deeds, from what I can tell. That's the problem. People say that his videos are good because he's doing good things in them. But most of them he is not. The last good thing he did was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos ago. It was 4 months ago. That was what, December? No good deeds in 2020 so far. So that's the problem I have with him. And I just don't watch his content because he's cringy. He's doing good deeds while being cringe. And I'll just show you by playing a couple seconds of most recent video. I built the world's most dangerous escape room, and in this I don't know if I've covered it in nostalgia, but I definitely have re-uploaded it. There was a video that Jack Douglas had uploaded called Loud YouTubers. And yeah, that's how most of Mr. Beast's videos start. I don't know the guy's actual name. Well, Cat's YouTube original doesn't count.
Really? Is that how you want to play it? You sure?
That helicopter is carrying a military squad, and it's gonna land right over there. If that squad successfully hunts me down before the end of the day, they get this $100,000. Run, run!
Seems like a waste of the military's time, but okay.
I recreated every single step from Squid Game in real life, and whichever one of these 456 people...
See? Do I need to go on more? Only thing is the content that I'm trying to get into, he seems to have deleted the playlists, if there were even playlists to begin with. Yeah, so here's where, you know, here's where it's mostly good stuff, good deeds. Although most of it's the same, donating big to Twitch streamers, which that will get boring, because it's mostly just, my mind keeps going blank, but you know, it's supposed to, oh my god, you know, freaking out because they got a huge amount of money. Anyway. Yeah, here's the last video of us I watched, maybe not that one, but microwaving, microwaves, which were microwaving, toasters. Yeah, grilling a microwave, microwaving a toaster, toasting an iPhone, watching micro. So, I liked this because I mentioned it in part 1. By the way, I've reset the number because I'm actually spelling nostalgia right this time. Because nostalgia is spelled Nostalgia, and for parts 1 to 29, I spelled it without the I, and didn't realize until like part 20 something when the media teacher was talking about nostalgia and he spelled it that way. I was like, ah, crap. Anyway, I thought about it in part 1 of how I hate these bloody intros. This isn't particularly what I was talking about, but just look at this. Yes, because James, I think his name is Mr. Beast, because he petitioned for there to be an age limit on YouTube. Oh wait, there already was an age limit on YouTube, it's just never enforced. Also, $17 right there. What the hell? So you may recognize Dalton Hacker because Felix, like in 2015, when he had the beard and all, Felix reacted to Dylan's videos hitting on Felix because it was him and it was that other guy who was from like Israel who later kind of said, "Oh yeah, I was bullied into saying that I hated PewDiePie. I actually love PewDiePie." Anyway, I never really cared about that kid, but this kid, when you look up his name, one of the first fills is that he's dead. I don't know if he's dead or not, so I can't confirm or deny anything. But I remember looking at one of his videos and it was like, I went to Burger King and ordered a burger with bacon, and just look at what they gave me. It was like they had broken up bits of bacon and put on his burger. It was like they put bacon crumbs in my burger. Bacon crumbs. Flushes down the toilet. I'm going to McDonald's next time. if you can, whatever. Just be grateful that you got it, for God's sake. It's just that. Sorry, I spam my screen. It's just a burger. You pussy. So here's the big one. Simp. And there's the Sam Hyde video. I haven't actually seen it. The last video of his I've seen was obviously sex workers side ups complaints. So he did a thing called What's in the Box, where he would buy a bunch of things, put them in a couple of lockers, and spin a wheel to see what locker he would open. And make a video on it. And I enjoyed it, but it was only on for like 2 videos, and that seems to be a common theme, where I like something and then it doesn't last long. When it comes to YouTubers and doing series like this, like, I understand with Content Cop at the end, because with the current political climate worsening every second, it's impossible to currently do it. So for the first thing, he's eating bugs, which, and he does specify that he doesn't want to do it. It's just for entertainment value, nothing else. Because for a couple of years, there've been people trying to say, "Oh, we're running out of food. We need to start eating bugs for nutrition," and we're not gonna do it. Like, especially last year, or maybe 2 years ago, at the G whatever summit, they were talking about how we need to start eating bugs, but you had, like, premium steaks and all that on the menu, because, I mean, most of the people who are advocating for us eating bugs aren't in the 1%, but it's still bad. So my point is, I'm not eating bugs. And also, he starts off the video going like, he breaks a plate and he's burping and all. Why? I think it's mainly just the Content Cops that were funny. So now we call it the offensiveness. He was going, "Oh, wait, before I eat these, I better get in the correct mindset. I'm a Taiwanese child, and the only food I know is boiled, flavorless insects." Start speaking gibberish, but he said, "Start speaking gibberish on a Chinese accent." What he's about to say is even more true 6 years later than it was back then.
Scorpion, I want to have like a little fucking decompression time. Do you guys want to know how to make a thumbnail in the year 2016? Just make sure you have an extremely fucked, unrelatable psycho face on, and you hold up some shit to the camera and look like you're about to suck a dick. Face down, ass.
So this is Legit Food Review, which is a sort of spin-off from Content Cop, because one of the first Content Cops was those people that, like, review food. Like, especially ones that, like, are in their car, reviewing the latest thing that, like, McDonald's or whoever drops. I've only ever, like, fully watched the Sewer Pickles one. I tried to get into the dumpster chicken and pig feet one, but I just couldn't for some reason. I know that there was a couple cuts in there, so he probably didn't eat a pickle that he placed in a sewer. But still, the fact that he wants you to think that is enough to just, yeah. I'm going to say, other than that, it's Ian swimming in a sewer. If you don't know, you're getting an extreme close-up of just bits of pickle that have spewed out of Ian's mouth. And as soon as, like, the juice hit the lens, my leg involuntarily shuddered. I'm not actually going to cover them, but this is... I mean, the current channel name is Before They Were Famous, because that's what the main show is, but my name is Michael McCrudden. He was a person who did a show called Before They Were Famous. Well, he still does. Where he would talk about a person before they were famous, obviously. Then after they were famous, before they were dead, and after they were dead. Which, I mean, on face value, it seems like you couldn't get much out of there, but if you're talking about someone like XXXTentacion, then there's a lot, because the label keeps on milking money out of him. And I know that there was like drama between him and Keemstar, because he covered someone and that person was offended, and Keem picked up on it, and he pronounced Michael's last name as McCreadon. And then he said, oh, Michael doesn't know how to pronounce people's names. And then Michael responded, well, you just pronounced my name wrongly. And then also, before I even discovered Michael's channel, I think I might have actually seen him in Dublin. As far as I know, he's Irish American. Oh, he's Canadian. Whoops. I swear I've seen someone that looks like him in Dublin, or on my way to Dublin. Like, for my last school trip of primary school, we were going to Dublin Zoo, and I saw him entering a taxi or something. And I thought that, he is the sort of, if my stomach is stop rumbling, he'd be like the default custom character for a game. Now, there's also bad unboxing Kickstarter crap. They weren't really entertaining, other than when he opened a single piece of paper that said M-word faggot. I'm going to do these in chronological order. Although, the part 2 of... Actually, a couple of these are gone. Part 2 of Leafy and part 1, and also part 2 of Rice Gum. If they're deleted, then there's nothing I can do about it, so no complaining. So it starts off with him buying a bunch of milk, just straight milk from McDonald's, and giving it to some kids, and those kids are way too excited to receive milk from a stranger. And actually, they're way too excited to receive milk. I mean, milk is great, but they're like, oh, yes! I just realized that this actually isn't the first one. So I'm just going to do it in the order that the playlist labels it. Also, the quote-unquote theme song for Content Cop, the only lyrics to it is, what we do here is go back. But they don't actually do that in Content Cop. We do that in Nostalgia, though. And actually paused it here. Just so you can get, as he calls him, Joey Diabetes Tour. Shining down on a brownie, I guess. But as I was saying, the Jet Food Review started off as a sort of spin-off from this. He comes out of the sewer water with a bunch of stuff from fast food restaurants going, Wendy's serving breakfast all day. Let's peep this out. Starts eating and gets kidnapped. I talked about how he might have cut it so that he ate the pickle, replaced it, then placed it in the on the sewer. But this hasn't been cut at all. He's genuinely eating peaches off of the ground in a sewer. I've just realised that at the start of the video, he talks about how Jinx reacted to all the hate he got, and he mentioned cancer a lot in his response. And Ian said, "Oh, that's such an offensive thing. I would never I don't think he said he would never do that, but you know, and then you'd expect him to immediately joke about cancer, but no, he doesn't joke about it until the end of the video. I don't know if that was intentional or an accident. So these people give like a weird rating. They don't just give it a, like a one. That's like a 5 stars or anything like that. Or for me, I just go it's good or it's bad. No, I have to go. I give this 3 out of 5 bangins, whatever that means. So Ian's version is 4 Heil Hitlers out of 5. Pretty good schnitzel. I reminds me, I saw Swastika in this year. Now he's doing toy review channels, and it's gotten even worse since that video was released, because despite the fact that no one ever cared about Ryan's toy review, but now no one cares even less, if that makes sense. Because now he's got like his own show, and I saw something pop up. I think it was like a game, and I was thinking, what's this? Like, wait a minute, is this? Like my brother was looking at it as well, and I said, "Man, do you see anywhere that says about like YouTube? Is this my toy review?" He said he saw that it said YouTube. He's like, "Yep." I was like, "Oh, for God's sake!" I just need to search something up for. There was a thing where this hilarious video series that if I can get access to, I'll cover it in nostalgia. But he said that for these children, for the toy reviews, every day for them is Christmas. But when every day is Christmas, you become spoiled brat. But on top of that, if every day is Christmas, no day is Christmas. I hate Ryan's toy review, but I don't hate Ryan because he was coerced into doing this. Obviously, it's his mum going, you say all of this and that. And there was a clip from like a Walmart egg he was unboxing. It goes, "I'm so excited." A couple minutes later, "I'm so excited." A couple minutes later, "I'm so excited." This is honestly a pathetic video, because you forgot to mention the biggest thing when it comes to toy videos, and that is Elsagate. Because what happened was that the toy videos eventually morphed into like story things, especially involving Elsa and Spider-Man. There's a really good video by a YouTuber called The Gamer from Mars that I highly recommend you watch, that breaks it down into like it makes it really simple to understand. So what happened was that the morphed into, as I said, Spider-Man and Elsa, and just like doing a bunch of stuff, but then it eventually became like all about incest, cannibalization, like injecting yourself with stuff, pregnancy, etc. And I have proof, which is that video by Gamer from Mars. Like, I've had a conversation with Jack about this, and I told him this is what's in it, and he said no. When you can see clearly that's what's in it. But yeah, like there's a post from a couple of years ago. I think like summer 2020. It's like it's a blue YouTube logo, but the U has been replaced by pedo, so it says PedoTube. That's what PedoTube is. So I'm actually gonna do from like shortest to longest. Can't do Fan Bros because it's actually been banned or age restricted. I'm gonna show you footage from the start of part 2 of the toy channel stuff. But the thing is, you can't actually tell that there's content cop, because this is stuff that happens in the actual videos, in the Elsagate videos. I bet you my video is going to get taken down for gore, despite the fact, you know, one, it's fake, and two, how come his video hasn't been taken down? He's getting so close to my else get, but he just doesn't. They talk about how, they try and say that all these videos are educational. They're not. You might have seen like a meme where it's like, obviously you have like four little monkeys jumping on the bed, but you have one's like four little Adolf Hitlers jumping on the bed. I don't think it's an actual thing. It's just a meme, but that's what ElsaGate is. There are similar things. This goes out to Jack. Dylan, that never happens. So my tablet's 5%. I just watched the entire How to Prank It Up video. Nothing to talk about in it. And Tech Destruction Channels is also age restricted.